I don't know what's been getting into Trump supporters lately, but it seems like we're going on a streak of people having generational crash outs. And I don't know how else to phrase it besides that. There's really no better way to explain this video than to start playing a couple clips from it. But this would be Lawrence in South Florida, who is incredibly intoxicated on the beach. They ask him to leave several times. Police have to get involved. And for some reason, he keeps screaming about Trump and how the police officers are Democrats, and it gets very interesting. So let me play the first couple clips for you.
Democrats, turn it off!
Trump coming back. Do this.
Take me like a mackerel. Take me like a mackerel.
Police in Latana, Florida.
So again, this is South Florida. This body cam footage is from May. So election season is really getting going, and police engage with him after he's been asked to leave several times. And I'm just going to show you quickly how truly just this guy doesn't know where he is, to put it lightly. And again, he appears to be above the age of 50, which there's no problem with that. But if you're going to act like a toddler, then there is a problem with that, because we'd expect your, ability to handle emotions / handle your alcohol in the middle of the day to be better than this.
Hell no, I ain't driving.
Okay.
Maserati picks me up over here by the gate. But I gotta call her. Should I call her? Where's my
No,
phone
just
at?
do me a favor. Have a seat on the sand, man.
Where's my phone?
Yeah,
Let's sit down.
Where's my phone? Now.
Did you see his phone?
phone up there.
If you my phone now.
Hey, if you sit there, I'll go look for your phone.
No, it's right here. My phone will be here then.
All right, sit
So
down.
I have no idea what he even just said there. He keeps trying to find his phone. He can't find his phone. They ask him to sit down. At one point, he lays down, and he's just kind of laying there and won't move. So this goes on for a while, and they bring him up off the beach, and he comes back down, and they bring him up again, and he's really just not listening. So again, at one point, they kind of forcibly bring him up the stairs. They practically have to carry him. And then he gets away and he runs back into the water. And this is where things really just start to get very ugly.
Hey, come here.
Dangerous, especially being in the water. Tried to get him off the beach really peaceful about 10 to 15 times, and there's plenty of people that could attest to that.
Gotcha. Okay. Lawrence, come on over here. Come here. Come on. Come here.
Put your hands on your back. Ow! 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 Hands on your back. Ow! Ow! Hey!
I mean, he looks ridiculous. I mean, he looks utterly ridiculous. And this is where, through this entire time, he's screaming and yelling about Trump.
You Democrats! You! You! Fuck you! Carry me!
Where's the fourth?
And here's the thing, this is not an isolated incident. I genuinely believe that Donald Trump has built this culture of not taking personal responsibility, but also, I don't know, acting like just not an acceptable person, to put it very, very lightly. I mean, on a basic level, I was born in 2002, which means in 2009, when Barack Obama was inaugurated, I was pretty young. But I remember looking up to somebody who was really intelligent, a family man, somebody who was just, I could tell in so many aspects that he was a good man. And I remember being inspired watching Barack Obama. And you think about watching Donald Trump right now, whether you like him or don't like him, and how he speaks about any issue, how he speaks, says horrible things about women, says horrible things about immigrants, says, horrible things about the police officers who risked their life on January 6th. But on a basic level, on any issue, he acts like a child. He's a narcissist. He takes no personal responsibility. He never says sorry. And I feel like these things play out with instances like this, because I've never seen someone who likes Joe Biden or a Kamala Harris supporter or a Democrat in general do this. But there's so many videos similar to this one on the internet where it just seems like there's a lot of Lawrences. You're 50 plus years old and you're just as qualified as Pete Hegseth to work in Trump's administration. I mean, if Pete Hegseth ends up in another drunken coma, maybe we can get this guy to take his place. I mean, that's where we're at. Again, we're letting children run the government, and it's causing people to act like children. It's absurdity. And so, again, he has this whole thing. He walks past all these people saying, telling telling the other beachgoers that are watching that these police officers are Democrats and that they need to do something about it because the evil Democrats are taking me away.
Stand up, bitch. Your
And
legs
this is
down.
just-
Tell your mother to stand up. Stand up. Tell your mother to stand up, bitch.
And again, it's just incoherent. Like, he's not making any sense. And again, shout out to the police officers and the EMS who are trying to help him. And so finally, after all this time, they get him up here. And he's just completely incoherent. He genuinely needs help from like EMS. And you see like this woman right here is an EMS. She's she's medical personnel, excuse me. And so she starts talking to Lawrence about helping him. And this is the part that's just
Totally pickup in my house. I'm totally legal. I haven't had a felony in 17 years.
Sir, my name's Ada. I'm the EMS captain. Because we were called out, and we got to take you to the hospital, okay?
No, hell no. You know that happened.
Okay.
I don't give a if you're President Trump. Trump's my
we
guy.
can't leave you here.
If you were Trump, I go.
We
But you're
can't
not
leave
Trump.
here. I voted for Trump. Does that count?
Hell no.
my God.
Trump's my guy.
Okay.
Listen, we're gonna go back. Listen, Trump's my guy. Listen, Trump Jr. All of that.
And here's the thing, it wouldn't surprise me if that individual who was trying to help this man didn't actually vote for Trump. Regardless, she's trying to de-escalate the situation. And I mean, you just see, I bursted out loud laughing the first time I saw that. I mean, I couldn't imagine like knowing this individual. He works somewhere, maybe he has children, and he's rolling around on the ground saying, Trump's my guy, Trump's my guy. He's so intoxicated and refuses to go to the hospital. And so finally, after all of this time, essentially multiple police officers have to, wrestle him onto a stretcher and force him to stay and strap him down. And so again, it's just very interesting to me that we always see these types of videos, or tend to see these types of videos from the right. And I genuinely believe this has become a culture thing. This has become something where it's happening because of how Donald Trump is and who he selected for his cabinet. And some people may find that to be dumb, but I think it makes perfect sense. If you have somebody who is building a culture of acting like a child, is a narcissist, makes fun of other people, again, never takes personal responsibility. Donald Trump is a convicted felon. He's been found liable for fraud, sexual abuse. He's a felon, and he's never said sorry for any of those things. He makes excuses for them. He calls other people, gross and disgusting, and laughs at them and points at them, all while being incredibly incoherent himself. He's very self-absorbed, and I feel like that just trickles down, and for some reason, individuals like this who have no emotional maturity, just they attach themselves to it because I don't know, maybe it makes them feel better about themselves. I think it's something that like genuinely as a society we need to talk more about because again, I don't know that Lawrence has that strong of political beliefs, but it's got to be something about what's going on in his personal life or how poorly he takes personal responsibility that makes him attached to Trump. I don't know. You can let me know what you think in the comments. I think this video is crazy. I'll link it down below if you want to watch the full 24-minute body cam footage. But also, shout out to EMS and the police officers who actually genuinely wanted to help this individual. First get him off the beach so he stopped bothering people, but also, EMS who trying to help him. Because as you see here, Lawrence needs to go to the hospital. You can let me know what you thought in the comments. My other socials will be linked down below. I also go live on TikTok and debate Trump supporters. I post on Instagram, Snapchat. Sometimes I'm live on Twitch as well. And I'm also live here on YouTube doing all sorts of different stuff these days. And I talk to Trump supporters one-on-one again, which can be quite fun. So if you want to check that out, you can check me out on TikTok, or like I said, I'm live on YouTube as well. And yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. I'll probably be back in just a few months to watch the next, conservative crash out and go viral.